Yo, welcome guys to a brand new F1 2020 video. We're back in Msrl Season 3, Round 5 in the Spanish Grand Prix. We're now in Spain, so last race we got a 15-second penalty because I overtook 3 cars in the virtual safety car period. So now I'm gonna get a 15-second penalty and I got P4. But right now we're gonna be doing the Spanish Grand Prix and we're gonna go into the hot lap right now. Heading into the lap right now, get a wide line into the main straight. DRS open, max fuel, hot lap ERS. We're gonna be getting 330 kph before the 150 meter board. Try to hit that curb, I missed it. Hit this curb as well. And don't worry, you're not gonna spin out in this year's game, I think. And into turn 4. Brake under the bridge and easy on the power. Turn 5. A little bit wide there, and we see Toka 7 and 8. Very difficult corners. Turn 9 flat out, as flat as you can. A little bit scary there. Turn 10 a little bit too wide into turn 10. 11 and 12 you can easily spin in turn 11. Turn 12 just a little bit under power. Turn 13, 14 and 15 is the most rated corners here in this track. And finally turn 16, a little bit of oversteer out of turn 15 and into the main straight. We get a 1:15.5 in our Q1, our one and only Q1 time. And immediately we're going to be going to Q2. Heading into our Q2 lap, our only Q2 lap, and on our medium tires. Once again, DRS open into the main straight, 330 kph into turn 1 and turn 2. Brake right before the 50 meter board. This time I hit the apex and now I'm gonna hit the other apex. Flat out into turn 3. Easy flat out, stay as close as possible, and into turn 4. Brake under the bridge. I didn't get a purple sector one this time, but we're gonna continue the lap anyways. Into turn 5. Much better turn 5 there. Envy gets a 116. And into turn 7 and 8. Track limits are not as strict. Turn 9 flat, a little bit lift into turn 9. And DRS open into turn 10. Brake before the 100 meter board. And turn 11 and turn 12. Once again, be careful in turn 11. Envy this time gets another fastest lap. Turn 13, turn 14, and 15. Much better, 14 and 15 there. Turn 16, once again, a little bit more oversteer. I got too much power there, I almost spun. And I get a 1:15.9, so trying to get a time in Q2 is not that important. And immediately we're gonna go to our Q3 lap. And immediately into our Q3 lap, you notice that it is raining and we are on our intermediate tires. So this is gonna be an interesting Q3 session. So into our first Q3 lap, we're gonna be going 320 before the 100 meter board. Maybe not even 320. So we're gonna hit the 2 apexes once again, but be careful when you're applying power. As well as in turn 3, we went a little bit too wide, but we're gonna continue the lap anyways. So into turn 4, brake before the bridge and go easy on the power because you can spin anywhere on this track. Into turn 5, nice and easy into turn 5 and a little bit easier on the power this time through the exit. Turn 6, now turn 7 and turn 8. We're gonna get a little bit of the track extension. And then turn 9, not as flat out. Into turn 10, we're gonna get a purple second sector. So I have much more confidence now, but I'm still getting oversteers. And now we're gonna get a little bit of oversteer there. And into turn 13, nice and easy into turn 13. Turn 14, turn 15 is gonna be really difficult. A little bit wide into turn 14. Turn 15, we nailed the apex. And turn 16, we got a little bit of oversteer. And we're gonna get a 126.8, and we get the provisional pole position on our first Q3 lap. Now we're gonna go to our second and final qualifying lap time, our final Q3 lap. And as you notice, that Dalvin tries to go for the soft tires, but there's still some spray on the track, so I went out one more time.
Turn 1 already.
With the intermediate tires. So into turn 1, brake before the 100-meter board, hit the apexes this time, and I went brave here. I trusted Newbie to get out of the way, and he did get out of the way just in the nick of time.
Did it say you retired or left?
And the track evolution is helping us into turn 4. We did not get a purple first sector, but we are still improving our time. Now into turn 5, we get a little bit more grip than the earlier time, the earlier lap. Turn 6, easy flat out. Turn 7 and turn 8, we can extend a little bit. And into turn 9, little bit of a lift there. And into turn 10, we're gonna get a purple second sector once again, and we are 5/10 up, 6/10 up into our lap. And this time much easier on the power, did not get an oversteer, which will help with our time. And immediately, as you can see, we are 7/10 up in our lap. Turn 13, turn 14 and turn 15, much better actually. And into turn 16, a little bit of oversteer, but not enough to slide and lose our time. And we get a provisional pole position once again with a 125.7. And immediately we're gonna go for another lap, because I thought that the track will get drier and Dalvin's gonna improve his time immediately. So immediately into this lap, we're not gonna cut the clip so far. We're gonna get a purple first sector this time, but we're getting oversteers left and right. So into turn 5, we're gonna go a little bit wide, but now we're getting lots of oversteer because the track is slowly drying up and we're losing a lot of grip. Or either that, or I'm just too excited to get a pole after a while. So as we are waiting to get some news from Toka and Psycho, we heard that Dalvin did not get pole position, and I actually got pole position. I still try to go for the lap in the end, but obviously I'm not gonna get it now because I went wide into turn 14 and turn 15. But we are still gonna get pole position in the Spanish Grand Prix, which is actually one of my weakest tracks in the calendar. And we get pole position. Now heading into the grid, we're gonna be starting on pole position, and all 5 lights out, and away we go. We get a much better start into the Spanish Grand Prix. Into turn 1, we're gonna be side by side with Dalvin, and into turn 1 we're gonna be braking a little bit later than him. We're gonna take a wider line to give him some space, and immediately we are ahead of the Spanish Grand Prix into lap 1. So now we're just gonna be focusing on trying to stay ahead of Dalvin as we slowly pull away from Dalvin. And into turn 5, nothing too dramatic. Dalvin did not try to go for an overtake, luckily. And into turn 7 and 8, a little bit of a moment for Dalvin, and he goes a little bit farther away from us, and we have some breathing room. And skipping into lap 3, Dalvin is now much closer to us with DRS enabled. No DRS yet. Into turn 1, he gets much closer to us. Into turn 1 and turn 2. And we're just gonna keep the pace up and try to get a faster pace than Delvin.
Okay, shadow spitting.
And
Come
now
on.
skipping into lap 5. We see that Delvin gets a better line than us, and he's gonna get the DRS into lap 5. And now in starting lap 6, we're gonna be using most of our ERS. We're gonna take a defensive position as Toka gets outside of the pits, and Delvin goes to our left side into turn 1, and he has to
Yeah,
back
I
out
know,
into
I know.
turn
Hold
2. He overtakes us a little bit, but he backed out a little bit there. And we got a slipstream from Toka. We're gonna be going around the outside of
Oh my
Toka
god, look at us.
and braking
Yeah, I know.
before the
I don't wanna
bridge
hold up.
side by side against Delvin, and I think I got just about ahead into turn 5.
That's amazing.
And Seko wasn't talking about that. And but we are ahead of Delvin. But skipping into the next lap, immediately he's much closer than us, and we're gonna be taking another defensive position. But Delvin this time goes around the outside, and he has more momentum on the outside, and he is now going to be leading the Spanish Grand Prix as Envy is catching up on us from behind with his soft tires. So now we're going to be focusing on trying to keep up the pace with Delvin and try to overtake him later on. But as you can see, that Delvin is going to desync in front of us,
Oi!
and we
What
got
the hell? He desynced.
and yep, we got wing damage, and
Delvin desynced.
that was a domino effect. We hit Envy as well.
Yeah.
Sorry for the swear there. But yeah, Delvin desynced. Nothing he can do there. It wasn't his fault. I was just surprised that the
They had to
desyncing happened
desync
there. And now we're gonna be boxing
Get him in the
for
straight at least.
new sets of mediums. We're gonna try to go for a
Me.
2-stopper, and we
They
get a
got
wing
orange,
change.
front
But
wing.
at the same time, we're gonna be behind Envy because he also had a wing change. He's not too far ahead because of it. And we're gonna be in front or behind of AB as we come out of the pits.
Wait, who's coming into pits as well?
And now we're gonna be chasing AB and Envy. So into turn 3, into turn 4. AB is not that quick into turn 4, so we're just gonna be lurking behind him.
Just don't wanna go.
Into turn 5, I realize I have more pace in the tires, so I'm gonna go around the outside of turn 5. Not usually an overtaking position,
Yeah, I know. That's why. I'm
but
pushing
we
you
did
to
manage to get the overtake from AB. And now skipping into lap 9, we're gonna be behind Envy and
Envy
Rome.
and
as they're battling it out
Thank you, thank you.
into turn 11 and turn 12.
PM.
We're gonna be try to be cautious and not get another wing damage from the both of them. So we're just gonna be
Go.
patient behind them, and we're getting closer to Envy and Rome. So as you can hear, that Psycho probably spun into the main straight.
Oh shit.
We'll see him in the left side as we go for an overtake to Rome, and we get a slipstream from Envy into turn 1. We're gonna brake a little bit earlier,
I lost another front
and
wing.
we get the overtake from AB, or from Rome, sorry.
Oh,
And now skipping into lap 13, we see that Envy is losing a little bit more time. He tries to go defensive and tries to throw the dummy, but we kept our line, and we immediately go to the outside to get a better line, and we did. And we get the overtake done on Envy in lap 14. Now we're gonna be chasing the Red Bull of Ghosty Kai,
no 5-second penalty.
and we're gonna be boxing for the hard tires in lap 20. And as you can see in the map, we're just gonna be overtaken by some of the bike markers, or not bike markers, most drivers, or two drivers, which is Kelvin and Envy. But Envy goes into the pits in lap 23, so we're just gonna be chasing the Red Bull of Kelvin. Keeps changing his name. I don't know his actual name.
My tires are really like.
Sorry about the plane. And lap 24, we're gonna be chasing down the Red Bull of Kelvin,
When you wanna close the gap.
and right in front of him will be his teammate, but he's 7 seconds away from us. So most likely that P3 is the best that we can get, So into the main straight, into lap 25, we get DRS. We're using most of our ERS, and Calvin tries to go for a dummy. I throw the dummy. I go to the outside into turn 1, and giving him enough room and much enough respect, and
Alongside
we go ahead
Okay, now,
from
fine.
Calvin, which is very ideal
No boxing.
to keep in the championship,
It's not that heavy.
battle in the
Oh,
championship.
He got DRS.
And as you can see, as I was
the
chasing
traffic,
down
He
Ghosty,
got lucky with the traffic.
Ghosty gets a DRS and the slipstream
Hamilton
from
feels
the back marker.
DNF.
And now into lap 33, I am 1 second behind him,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
but it's not gonna be enough. It's really difficult to overtake in this track. Which is very disappointing.
You P10 now.
But P3 is the best that we can do for now. So into turn 10,
Well, technically,
as Delvin gets the fastest lap and the win of the race, so he's clawing back to the top of the championship.
come on.
And I think I'm still gonna be behind Envy in the championship, but nevertheless we're gonna be finishing the race in P3, and I still damaged my
I still
car,
damaged my car.
but nevertheless we finished into P3,
I could have been P2.
and
P1.
we're gonna see if we can
Delvin distinct on that corner.
gain more
Damn
points
it.
in the Monaco Grand Prix. So hopefully I can, and yeah, I will see you guys in the Monaco Grand Prix video.